Hello, I am back again. It's Sunday, so you know it's my day off today, and I've taken a bit of day off yesterday as well. So today, how many times do we put our business before taking a break? Right? We've all been guilty of this, myself included. I know that if I'm triggered by something, you may see, depending on how the triggers, how I've reacted to the trigger. If you see me really triggered about something, you will see me going. I could like literally do shitloads of posts, shitloads of videos all in one day, rather than just sticking one video a day, Trina, one post a day, and just stick to what you're doing. Stick to what you're doing, stick to what you are sharing. They're the packages that you've got. They're the programs that you've got. Just keep going with that, right? Or I know I could easily fill my diary, and cover up the way I feel, right? I know also there has to be some amount of push, right? So I know the difference between self-sabotage and the difference between actually, fucking hell, you really need to rest right now. You'll know because your body will show it. It will show it. It will show when you need a break. It will just show it and you'll feel it inside. And as soon as you take a break, that's when you become ill because it's waiting. It's waiting. And people, when they usually have a sense to come and see me, are where, how do I put this? Someone said it to me the other day. You're the person that people see when something serious is going to happen to them. Like you are like their warning call, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, I am. I am. When you come to see me, right, there, and you are being guided, go see Trina, because it's a sign that your guides, your angels, your higher self, whoever it is, at that time is going, you need to sort yourself out. You need to sort yourself out. We keep showing you this thing over and over again, but you're not listening to us. And all that you're doing is just staying stuck in your business. But not just staying stuck in your business, you're loving your time out as well. So you're still having your time out and stuff, but you're using it as a coping mechanism because you keep running and you keep running away 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 from the pain. And that running away from the pain is actually affecting your body. And this year it's about your body. This year it's about how important your body is. Whether what you put into it, whether, and I know that might trigger some people, whether what you're putting into it, what you're getting out of it, what you're doing to it, how you're treating it, mentally, emotionally, how you react to stress. You know, do you face or do you suppress? Those things are coming up right now. So how many times do we put our business forward before we need a break? So before our needs, right? Actual basic needs. And I want to do this video. It's meant to be a fun video, by the way. It's not meant to be all serious, all doom and gloom. But I know also equally, I've been told by no uncertain terms, I must share the contrast and just keep sharing the contrast because people are listening. And even though sometimes the contrast is negative, there you go, right? They're polar opposites in life. That we can't just keep seeking for the high vibration, because it only gets us so far. The high vibration comes by dealing with and facing the shit in the bin, the stuff that we don't want to see, the stuff that we push away and we suppress. Now, there are ways to clear it, and that's why a lot of people come to me. And I want you to today remember why. This is why you are needing this break right at this moment in time away from your business, because you need to remember why you're doing this in the first place. This is coming up for a lot of people. It's even come up for me as well. Why are you doing this in the first place? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I know. Why am I doing this? Because I don't want children to suffer, right? And people go, you don't want children to suffer, but you're working with adults. Yeah. Because it's very easy to tell our kids to do all these things. Don't use your phone as much. Eat this way. Do this. Do that. If we're not doing it ourselves. Act this way. Talk this way. Be polite. Be kind to yourself when we're not doing it ourselves. Create boundaries. Do these things. Da 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 da. And it's come to a point now where you cannot live through your children's life. You have to sort your own. And that sounds really harsh, because you have to remember why you're in business in the first place. You're in business so you can live an amazing life with your children, right? Many of us are in our businesses so we can have the freedom in our mind. We don't want to be overthrown with thoughts and stuff. We want to, a lot of my clients, they want not just the freedom to have fun and to have the time to do the things that they love before they die. They want the time to have with their families. They want the times with their friends. They want to feel like when they're with their friends, their head isn't in their business. When they do something like going to the gym or whatever, their head isn't in their business. It's just in that moment with themselves, right? They want to feel all that tension, all that pressure released, the stress of it all released from their body, from their shoulders, from their neck, from their freaking head pains, from their ankles, from their hips, from their whole entire body. They want to be free of that feeling, the heaviness, right? And they want to feel successful. Now, successful means different things to different people. But for successful, for some people, it's like, I just want to be free. And be free is like a big success to them. To be able to have their own things, to be able to, not be beholden to someone. And that's also part of freedom. And to be successful in that, that's amazing. Some people feel that success is in having material goods, the car, the holidays, the houses, whatever it is, whatever it is that the driver is. Some people just want to be successful in having that massive purpose, that they can reach so many freaking people and help them in such an internal way that it literally transforms their fucking whole life. And not just transforms their whole life, but the kids coming up behind them. Right? That is, the why to some people. Start tuning into why. You feel it, you know it, and it freaking gets you up in the morning, gets you moving. However, sometimes that why can get you moving so much that you don't see the fact that you do need to take time out, and you need to factor that why into that. You need to live your why. You need to start living your why, right? So living it, having the fun, resting with family, not even thinking about your work when you're off it, right? Not playing to your coping mechanisms or anything. And if you do play to your coping mechanisms, it's not time to beat yourself up about it. It's just time to recognize it and go, oh my God, I am beating myself up actually about this stuff right now. So what do I need to do about it? Because in that time, in that break, right, in that time where your body is signaling to you, I'm fucking goddamn tired right now and I need to take a break. They're the times where you are reminded of why you need to take that break. I'm laughing watching comedy right now. Right? You might be, oh my God, I really needed to watch like a little bit of comedy. I just needed to read that book that wasn't all business based. That was just a fucking chick flick. Like chick lit, that's what it is. You know, shitty chicky novel like Jackie Collins or something, or whatever the fuck it is, right? Just to allow your brain just to fucking check out for a second. Or even just switch your brain off from all the books, all the fucking TV, all the things, and just have a fucking brain dump, right? Or just enjoy watching your kids playing at the park or something. Yeah, sometimes you have to put that there in your life and experience it, so more things can come in and then reconnect you with your goals. Because sometimes we forget, oh my God, that's the reason why I'm doing it. So I can live this life, you know, so I can, because there's nothing wrong with that. And people go, oh my God, there's such a thing, because she wants to be so materialistic and she wants to be this and she wants to have time with her family and not like dote on everyone else, because she should be over giving and giving to everyone all the time, but never giving back to herself. That's a narrative. It is okay to have. It is okay to want. It is okay to receive. Because in that receivement is the enjoyment of everything. And you feel that inner pull to your purpose and helping everyone. You're not just doing it for the crowning glories. You know that deep down, right? You know it. You feel it. You sense it. You know it, because that's why you keep freaking showing up. And you show up even when things are really great. You're still like going, no, I really need to get this out to people, right? So it's going to help you reconnect with your goals. But also equally, you're going to recharge and immerse yourself into life. I always say you have an online life and you have an outside life, right? You have a life offline. Right, in your online life, it's amazing. But sometimes this online life can be almost like comparisonitis. You're comparing yourself to the next person. Oh my God, they're so much better than me. They have all their shit together. Oh. And sometimes that can have you stop yourself from turning up. They're not stopping you from turning up. You're stopping yourself from turning up. So, you know, that comparison, oh my God, what are they doing? Right? You have an online life where sometimes we do that. We compare ourselves to other people and go, oh my God. But the more you have an outside life, the more you immerse in your outside life, switching off, going to the gym, getting up in the morning, going for a walk, up in the fields or whatever. I've got an allotment, so obviously we're starting to clear that down. So it's, and or getting out on your bike. Okay, a lot of people are complaining about the fuel prices rising, but then you've also been complaining into the universe about your health, right? Could you walk? Could you cycle? Do you ever think about those things, how they kind of sometimes go hand in hand, right? Could you cycle somewhere? You've been asking for help for all this time to the ether, and now you've been given a way to step back from certain people's or certain factors in the world and do a little bit of both. A little bit of cycling or walking as part of your healing, and a little bit of still driving your car because you want to go on other destinations, you want to go a little bit further. Or maybe you could cycle there over a few days. I don't know, whatever, right? But immerse yourself into life. The more you immerse yourself into life, the more you'll find that your plans will come together and you start to fully recharge. So you start to show up differently. It's okay to, to me personally, show up in the freaking contrast, because I want to see it. I want to see you going through those moments. To me. Now, if you don't feel like doing that, then that's fine. right? Don't do that. But if you are like going, you know what, I'm fed up of like people seeing me like just like perfect, you know. I want people just to see that this bit, and see that you can move through it, that you can go further beyond that. So have a think about, you know, having a break. Have a think about having a proper break. Have a think about having one of those breaks where you actually have a good night's sleep. You're not like keep constantly waking up in the night thinking about what's going on. Instead, you have a complete full night's sleep. Have a think about the days where you go to the gym and you're going there just to release, not to suppress anything, but to release the stuff that's in you. Have a think about that. Have a think about when you go to your yoga session and you move your body in such a way that it actually releases tears from you, has an emotional release. This is when I talk about 5D health compared to 3D health, right? I am the woman in the yoga session crying because I've moved in such a way that it's brought up a memory that was ready to be released. That, you know, that when I do certain things, exercise for me, and this is why I teach movement in a lot of the work that I do, that you can actually release some of this stuff, this attachment that is held in your nervous system. And that's what I help my clients do as well. So have a think about how you want life to feel for you. Do you still want it to feel really, 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 really heavy? I mean, obviously, it's still going to feel heavy from time to time. It is, because that's why I show that stuff. And that's what we're living. But also we can move through it, move on from it, move past it, and become solution focused. That's really important to me right now. Solution focused, right? So have a think about that. How has this video resonated with you today? I'd love to hear from you and how you connecting with your goals.